But how well is that going to do? Or all these new movies, that could benefit them. But I think from a hardware software perspective, even if they do run into tough times, you probably won't see them behaving like all these other companies as well.
Well, you won't, because one of the good things about Nintendo is that they make a profit on every console. I can't remember the last time they actually sold a console at loss.
I
Yeah.
think it was
And
GameCube. It was the first. That was the last console they ever released where they were subsidizing it because that was right in line with PS2 and Xbox. And then after that, they were like, we can't truly go toe to toe with what Microsoft and Sony can do monetarily. So, like, we have to kind of go a different direction. And that's where the whole meme of two GameCubes duct taped together for the Wii comes from. And that's where, like, some of the leaks about the Switch 2 were so, I thought it was so poetic and funny, where somebody was like, I don't understand these specs. What do these really mean? And then I forget the Twitter was like, oh, it's like 762 GameCubes duct taped together. I was like, wow, way to bring that one back.
But
I
going on
really
from there,
appreciated that.
Nintendo has a lot of IP, a lot of beloved IPs. And if you notice, for the most part, they do come out with like a creative game, like a new IP, like maybe a generation, maybe two if you're lucky. But generally, they stick to what they know. And this kind of goes back to where we are with the current console generation. If it's a stationed IP like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Halo, it's generally expected to do really well. But if you come out with a brand new IP that no one's heard of, it's a big, big risk. And so that's why we're seeing a lot of remasters and remakes, because people are scared. And when you're paying 400 million to make a game and it's a new IP, you just look at Callisto, alarm bells are ringing everywhere.
And that's why Matt Booty made the statement he made, because of stuff like that, where it's like, look, we have to try to mitigate risk. It's just the timing on that statement.
Yeah.
And just kind of the way he said it, like the quoted statement is just like,
that's why I said he has to go, man.
Yeah.
That guy is a walking train wreck. Like, he had one job with Redfall, to go and speak to the staff and see how the game is doing.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy had one job and he couldn't even do that. Like, I blame him like a lot.
Yeah, no,
for the
for
situation with Arcane Austin.
Yeah. And that's kind of the concern across all of these Xbox owned studios, save for like whoever's working on Call of Duty, because I know they've got like 17 of the Activision studios that do contribute or work primarily on it. But Gears 6 is supposed to be shown, rumored, right? I really hope that they don't just go all in on this live service approach and just upset people, because we saw what happened. Halo Infinite multiplayer, while technically is a very fun game and has a lot of good things going for it, that free to play layer just makes it not feel right.
I hope it doesn't have the open world element in it as well. That really it didn't need that. And I will say, I do think the data suggests companies are shifting away from that bet of live service games.